Darkness stretched across the endless void of space. Stars twinkled far away, but their light felt cold and distant. No signals, no voices, only the quiet hum of distant suns. The galaxy was unusually silent, as if it were holding its breath. Captain Krell of the Zorathian flagship Zephyr stared at the blinking sensors with unease. His claws tapped nervously against the console, making a soft rhythm that echoed in the bridge. "Commander, are you sure this sector is empty?" Krell asked, his voice sharp. The officer at the navigation panel shook slightly. "Sir, there is a faint energy signature ahead, but it does not match any known ships, no familiar patterns at all." A ripple of fear passed through the bridge crew. The Forbidden's territory lay ahead, a place where no being dared to enter. Stories of vanished fleets and lost civilizations haunted every corner of the galaxy. Yet this strange signal came from deep inside that forbidden space. The hum of the ship's engines felt louder. More tense, Krell leaned closer to the screen. Trying to make sense of the readings, suddenly, a blinding streak of light appeared across the sensors. Freezing everyone in place, it was massive. Bigger than any battleship the galaxy had seen. Sleek and powerful, the shape was alien. But its design had a strange familiarity, like no other species could build it. The tactical officer's voice trembled. "Captain, it is human." A wave of disbelief spread across the bridge. Humans had been underestimated for centuries. Considered primitive and weak, yet here one was. Moving boldly where no one dared, Krell narrowed his eyes. A mixture of fear and fascination in his gaze. The human ship glided effortlessly, ignoring the patrol zones. Ignoring the boundaries of the Forbidden's territory, every fleet in the sector froze. Sensors unable to process what they were seeing, the silence grew heavier. Pressing against the crews like an invisible force, the human ship seemed calm. Confident and unstoppable, Krell's heart raced. He had seen many battles, but nothing like this. No warnings, no attacks, just the presence of something extraordinary. A single question hung in the air, unspoken yet felt by all. Why is a human ship here? The Zephyr's communication channels crackled as commanders from nearby fleets tried to send warnings. But the human ship moved on, untouched by fear or caution. It was a boldness the galaxy had never seen before. For the first time in centuries, the galaxy itself seemed to pause. Stars twinkled silently as if watching the humans. And the bridge of the Zephyr understood one truth clearly. The galaxy had changed. And humans had arrived. The human battleship glided silently through the void. Its hull shining faintly under distant starlight. Alien fleets scrambled in alarm, sending waves of drones and fighters. But the humans did not fire. They moved with calm precision. As if they belonged to the Forbidden's territory, Admiral Viher of the Zilari fleet gritted his claws. Unable to hide his disbelief. No weapons. "They are not attacking, yet they dare to be here," he growled. On the bridge of the human ship Prometheus, Captain Relentless stood tall. His hands resting lightly on the control console, he watched the alien fleets carefully. Calculating every move, then he pressed a button and a calm, clear voice filled the alien communication channels. "I am Captain Rylan of the United Earth battleship Prometheus. We come to claim passage through the Forbidden's territory." Silence fell. Heavier than any weapon, alien officers exchanged shocked glances. Whispers spreading quickly. "Humans. They speak without fear," one Zilari muttered. The Prometheus did not wait for permission. It advanced steadily, its shields glowing softly. Alien fighters hesitated, unsure whether to attack or retreat. A single pulse of light rippled across the void as the human ship adjusted its course with perfect precision. No aggression, only control, only confidence. Admiral Viher clenched his claws tighter. Fury and fear mixed together. "Prepare the fleets." "We cannot allow this human to pass," he barked. But even as orders were given, no fleet dared to move closer. The humans seemed untouchable, like they existed outside the rules of the galaxy. Raylan's calm voice came again through the channels. "We do not wish to fight, but we will defend ourselves if necessary." Alien commanders froze, unsure how to respond. For decades, humans had been underestimated, considered weak and reckless. Now one stood in the center of the Forbidden's territory, and every species realized how wrong they had been. The Prometheus slowed slightly, hovering at the very edge of the black void. Sensors from alien ships scanned frantically, trying to read the humans' intentions. The air, or what passed for it in space, was thick with tension. Every crew member aboard the Zephyr and nearby fleets felt it. A chill that spoke of something greater than war. The human ship's lights glowed steadily, a beacon of courage in the darkness, and then, with a calm that seemed almost impossible, it stopped. Right in the heart of the Forbidden's territory, no one attacked, no weapons fired. Yet the presence of the humans spoke louder than any armada. Captain Rylan leaned back, watching the galaxy hold its breath. He knew this was only the beginning. The first contact had been made, and the universe would never be the same again. Alien fleets hesitated, unsure whether to attack or retreat. Admiral Viher's claws tightened on the console as he gave a single, tense order: send a scout fighter, probe their defenses, but do not engage fully. A sleek Zalari fighter moved forward cautiously, weapons armed, scanning the massive human ship. The Prometheus remained still, its hull glowing softly, almost like it was waiting. As the scout approached, a pulse of energy suddenly burst from the human battleship. The fighter systems froze instantly. Thrusters dead, weapons offline, it drifted helplessly, caught in a field that no alien technology could break. "This is a warning," whispered the tactical officer aboard the Zephyr, fear in her voice. Raylan's voice came calmly across the communication channels. "Leave now, or the consequences will be yours." No anger, no threat, only a quiet certainty that demanded respect. The alien fleets hesitated again, unable to predict what humans could do. Meanwhile, deep within the Forbidden's territory, a massive gravitational anomaly stirred. A black star was forming, growing unstable, threatening to collapse into a supernova. Rylan's crew worked quickly, calculations and simulations flashing across holographic screens. He directed the Prometheus with precision, its engines adjusting to counter the gravitational pull. Energy beams shot from the ship, bending space subtly, stabilizing the black star just enough to prevent disaster. The alien fleets watched, speechless, as the humans performed feats no one thought possible. Not with weapons, not with diplomacy, but with skill, courage, and intelligence. Every calculation, every movement was flawless. The galaxy had never seen a species act with such calm mastery in the face of danger. Admiral Viher clenched his teeth, struggling to hide awe behind anger. "What kind of beings are these humans?" he muttered. Reland spoke again through the channels, calm and commanding. "We do not seek war. We act to protect the galaxy, even if no one else will." Alien fleets watched as humans guided the unstable region safely through the gravitational storm. No fleet could have done what the Prometheus did. No one could match their courage, their precision, their determination. The test was over, but its effects rippled across the galaxy. Whispers of the human ship's power spread quickly through every fleet, every station, every command center. The galaxy realized that humans were not just brave, they were unpredictable, unstoppable, and capable of feats no one could imagine. Rylan leaned back in his captain's chair. Watching the alien fleets retreat slowly, he knew they had passed the first real test. The Prometheus had proven that humans could face the impossible and survive, and in that moment, the galaxy understood something fundamental. Humans were not to be underestimated. The test of fire was complete, and the galaxy had frozen in awe of what one human battleship could achieve. Alien envoys approached the Prometheus cautiously, their ships trembling slightly in the vast void. Captain Rylan opened the communication channels again. His voice calm and steady. The Forbidden's territory is not empty. It holds dangers that could destroy entire civilizations. We are here to prevent disaster, not to conquer. The alien commanders listened in disbelief, their antennas twitching nervously. Maps of gravitational anomalies, energy storms, and cosmic tears unfolded on their displays. They could see what the humans had seen. Understand the dangers no alien fleet could control. This is impossible, whispered Elder Svar, a veteran of countless battles. Humans explained how the black stars formed, how gravitational anomalies threatened to rip apart solar systems. They detailed precise maneuvers, energy fields, and calculations. Technologies that no alien mind had ever conceived. Admirals and commanders leaned closer. Eyes wide with astonishment, the Prometheus glided calmly, its lights shining like a beacon of hope in the darkness. No weapons were fired, no threats given. Yet respect grew silently among the aliens. This species? They act with logic, courage, and power, muttered a Zelari officer. They are not conquerors. They are guardians, said another, voice trembling in awe. Rylan guided the alien fleets through the turbulent regions of the Forbidden's territory. Every dangerous gravitational storm navigated with perfect skill, every cosmic anomaly neutralized. Aliens watched silently as humans performed feats that seemed magical, yet entirely calculated. For the first time, the galaxy saw humans not as weak or reckless, but as beings capable of saving worlds. No battle had been fought, yet a legend was forming. Alien fleets began to respect the humans. Keeping distance, observing quietly, Captain Rylan spoke once more. His voice firm but gentle. We do not seek glory. Only survival and balance. The galaxy is fragile, and we act to protect it. The aliens absorbed his words, their fears slowly replaced by understanding. Stories would be told across fleets and planets of the humans who dared to enter forbidden space. And yet, Rylan's calm authority left them with one clear lesson. Humans would act where others feared. No one in the galaxy had ever seen such confidence, such intelligence, such courage. The Prometheus became more than a ship. It became a symbol, a reminder that humans could face the impossible and prevail. Captain Rylan watched the alien envoys retreat safely, a quiet smile on his face. He knew the galaxy's perception of humans had shifted forever. The Forbidden's territory, once feared as a place of death and silence, now became a testament to human daring. Every alien commander understood that humans were no ordinary species. They were unpredictable, unstoppable, and capable of greatness beyond imagination. As the Prometheus glided silently through the void, the stars seemed to shine brighter. The galaxy had witnessed a revelation, and humanity had earned its place among the guardians of the cosmos. The Forbidden's territory was no longer a place of fear. Alien fleets passed through cautiously, but now with respect and awe. The human battleship Prometheus became a legend. A symbol of courage and skill, Captain Rylan stood on the bridge. Watching the galaxy change before his eyes, he knew humans had proven themselves, not by firepower, but by intelligence and bravery. Stories of the humans who dared to enter forbidden space spread across fleets and planets. Children and young officers listened in amazement, dreaming of one day being like them. The galaxy remembered the day when a single human ship changed everything. Every species began to measure humans differently, no longer as weak or reckless. Admirals and commanders spoke in hushed tones about the Prometheus, about how humans faced impossible dangers and emerged victorious. Even the elders, who had fought countless wars, could not hide their admiration. The stars themselves seemed brighter that day, as if the universe acknowledged humanity's courage. Raylan's voice echoed in the minds of those who heard the story. Courage is not measured by weapons, but by the will to act when others hesitate. The Prometheus sailed onward, its lights cutting through the void. Calm, silent, unstoppable. Alien fleets gave it space, understanding that this was more than a ship. It was a statement. Humans could face danger, solve problems, and act where no one else dared. The galaxy learned a new truth. Humans were not just survivors. They were pioneers, guardians, and heroes. Legends grew quickly, telling of the black stars stabilized, the storms tamed, and the courage shown. Each story reminded every being in the galaxy that humans were a force unlike any other. The Forbidden's territory was no longer a name that brought fear, but hope. Ships passing through whispered in respect, sharing tales of the Prometheus and its crew. Captain Rylan and his officers did not seek glory, but their actions left an indelible mark. The galaxy had changed, and humans had claimed their place among the stars. No fleet could match their ingenuity. No alien could predict their courage. The Prometheus became a symbol of what one species could achieve when it dared to face the unknown. And in that silence of space after danger had passed, the galaxy understood that humans had rewritten the rules. Every star, every fleet, every commander now carried the story forward. The legacy of the Prometheus would last for generations. A single human battleship had frozen the galaxy, faced the Forbiddens, and emerged as a guardian of the cosmos. And the humans continued their journey, silent, confident, unstoppable. The galaxy would never forget the day when humanity proved its courage, its intelligence, and its place among the stars.